Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Manly Voices. I'm Evan, also known as Manly Ankles. Today I'm here with Grace.
Woo! You guys have no idea how excited we are to do Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Yeah, boy. So this recently came out on HD consoles, including the Nintendo Switch, which what we're playing on. And since we don't have a proper video...
This episode is not brought to you by the Switch.
Since we don't have a proper video capture setup going, we're just recording the TV through our webcam. And we're just gonna make do with that what we will. So, here we go.
When we first played this game, by ourselves in the very dawn of our relationship, we were playing on the DS, so this is a lot better than recording a DS.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, we also haven't seen how good this looks in HD yet.
Yeah.
Either. At least I haven't.
I mean, the graphics were updated twice.
Well, yeah, because it looks like...
Yeah, because they did a remaster for the 3DS.
Like 2001?
I don't remember when it came out initially for the Game Boy Advance.
This episode is also not brought to you by the not trademark
Nintendo has nothing to do with this channel.
or Nintendo. I was talking about the soda I'm drinking.
Oh.
Because I just went into the mic.
Ooh, bloody.
I wonder who it could be. Also, we are very familiar with this game, but I will do my best to forget everything I know.
Oh no.
Or react as if it was new.
Her head is leaking.
Oh man,
Damn it!
That's getting into the floorboards.
Why me?
I'm gonna have to rip all the floors out!
I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. It does, yeah. Someone.
Okay, what's up with his forehead? It kind of looks like he got shot, or
he got shot in the head.
No. In Toy Story when he gets
he did it.
In Toy Story when he gets
he just kind of magnifying glass burned into the center of his eyebrow.
That's the real plot twist. Is that they're all toys.
August 3rd, 1947 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Dun dun
dun dun. Boy, am I nervous.
So who am I getting to voice?
Mia.
Right. I do get to voice Mia.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. I forgot to wear a bra, though, but I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It's a very intense procedure. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
How do you know about my client?
I love the little beauty mark she has, though. She's so pretty.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can.
Thanks for letting me know, before today. Would have been nice to know.
You're emotionally compromised by this case now. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there? Did you get a psych consult? I told you to get a psych consult.
It's my first murder kit.
Psych consults are very important to a defendant's case.
Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair!
Is this dang and rumpa?
I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! No, not really.
Sounds like he wants to die.
No shit. And you're the chief why? Yeah.
Oh, those suicidal... Oh. Wait, was he the one that was screaming?
Yeah.
Larry? Oh.
Yeah. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this?
The classic.
Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
Or...
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death?
Oh, that's rough, man.
The newspapers say it was you.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I actually don't...
Whoa, focus camera, please. Thank you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. He was never toilet trained, ironically enough. Our school had a saying.
I thought that's what it actually said.
Our school had a saying: when something smells, it's probably the butts. So I'm gonna need you to keep an eye on the recording timer. It's at the bottom of the thing.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Because I can't see you with the microphone anymore.
I'll just be like...
It's just subtle, not so subtle cough. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. I doubt we're going to split the first episode into 2 parts, though, so we're just going to try and do the whole thing.
The whole first trial?
Yeah.
It's a tutorial trial, so...
He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Unless you don't believe in luck, in which case it's always his fault.
In that case, what the fuck are you doing here? But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one.
What does his heart have to do with him being a good guy? It just pumps blood to the rest of your body.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with his emotions. That's the
Or his
brain's
morale.
fault. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. I have to wipe the butts clean.
Oh no!
And that's just what I'm going to do.
And God dang it, I will be happy to do so.
This August 3rd will be a momentous occasion. The day the butts was clipped clean. What am I trying to say?
Clipped clean?
I
God,
don't-
what are you doing to this man? Oh,
Okay.
I love the judge voice.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Do you want to voice Payne?
No, I love your voice.
Okay.
That's gonna be the thing. So, in our experience, Evan does all the voices for Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
And I want to be, which is why I'm kind of doing Mia. But I want to participate, but I love his voices. I'm your biggest fan.
Thanks.
I would hope so.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Unless you have, like, a stalker or something, I don't know about.
Mr. Wright,
But if there's any stalkers out there, I win, because I know where he lives.
this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
Here, I'm gonna adjust my seat a little bit. Like, maybe just.
Please stand by.
Yeah.
As Evan stands.
Oh no, not the court record. No one would believe if I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this tin bottle cap. I'm just gonna sit on the ottoman. That allows me to sit up straighter.
Why are you sitting on this Otto man?
I'm sitting
Poor
on.
man named Otto.
I have a robot that is basically a stepping stool for me. That does not bode well for our robot overlords. All right.
What?
Yeah, it's an auto man.
Sometimes I forget where, like, the joke ends and truth, begins. And so I thought you were saying that was actually a robot.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. I may have already read this line, but whatever, I'm old. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. And I hope your client can control his bowels.
I think we all hope that, dear.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No stabbering in my courtroom.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Question number 1.
Gulp. Handshaking.
Eyesight. Mom's
Fading.
spaghetti.
Knees weak, palms are heavy. What is it?
Palms are sweaty.
Palms are sweaty.
Yeah, your
Ma-
palms are just heavy.
My palms are heavy. I can't use
Anyway, you said you weren't gonna have to split this episode in 2, but we were like almost done.
It'll be a long episode, don't
Go.
worry.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
That's not a test. That's just
I-
outright your skill.
I think it's Larry Butts, but I can't be certain. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. You get a gold star. Just keep this up, keep your wits about you, and you'll do this fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim name. What's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
Check the case report cover.
It's... Wait. Oh, no! No! No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
She's so appalled by
You
us.
don't even know the victim's name!
Oh my gosh, her open mouth. That's hilarious. Oh, the victim! Of course, I know the victim's name. I just thought you meant the takeout guy from earlier this morning.
What, take out in the morning?
Yeah, don't you know I eat a bowl of noodles before every murder trial? It's a ritual. Phoenix, you've never done a murder trial before. I just forgot
I
temporarily.
think I feel a migraine coming on. Story of my life. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record.
Okay.
Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay?
Her name is Court Record.
Remember to check it often, because obviously you forget things. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinder Block. It's this. The victim's name is Cindy
It's me, 'cause
Stone.
I'm about to be murdered for not knowing the victim's name.
All right, look. It's Cindy.
Oh, no.
Cool. Oh, and we actually get the profiles.
Oh, she was cute.
Oh, she was cute. I can't stand her bangs though. She's a model and she lived in the apartment by herself. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
I remember one of our repeat playthroughs, we did all the wrong answers just to see what he would do. So it was, yeah, that was funny.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright has just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you
What?
That's news to me.
would you explain to the court just what that blunt object was?
It was my briefcase, Your Honor.
Yeah, the murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
I wonder if that's what Danganronpa got their inspiration from. The evidence is the only ammunition, and then you use truth bullets.
I don't know. Use the R button to check the court record. Freaking.
Ah, you scared me.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
I picked the takeout guy from this morning.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Did you even study law? I'm sorry. That, came out of my
Wow.
money.
Like,
Well, dude.
it's a geyser.
A
geyser of
You
ill.
should not do a murder case if you have no idea what you're doing. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Otherwise, they're going to have them repeated over and over, and they'll get annoyed. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be
Is
bad.
that why he's called Butts?
He just immediately shits himself under the even slightest amount of pressure. Which is pretty on the nose.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die?
Yeah, they all died.
I wasn't dumped! She wasn't taking my phone calls! Or seeing me! Ever. I like his little face twitch. Wait, there it is. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record on July 30th.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Woo!
Daddies?
Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
Larry would be more like a Splenda daddy.
A splendor.
She took their money and used it to support their lifestyle, and she's like, well, it's not like I used him for his brains.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone
Hey.
was.
Many women can have sugar daddies and be very, just fine people. That does not... Just because they have people that support them financially does not make them bad people.
Yeah.
Mr. Payne.
Leave your gender-biased opinions.
Yeah, get that shit out of this courtroom.
Leave it as far back as your hairline, buddy.
Woo! Nice.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I just wait and see what happens or stop him from answering?
She just said to stop him.
Might as well, right?
You dumb waffle.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof! Wins.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not?
Go.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Please answer
Uh-oh,
truthfully.
he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering.
Answer honestly.
Yeah. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Objection!
I'm not prepared for those when they happen. And I also wonder, because since we played this on the DS, if we're going to have to yell objection or if we're just going to press a
I
button.
think we just have to press a button, but we will still yell it anyway.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? In the courtroom? Under oath? Never been heard of.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
And Corey, how long do you think it's going to take to find the truth here?
Knowing what we know about Phoenix Wright, not very long.
Okay.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Because he saw it.
Yeah. She's fucking Bindi Dot or whatever.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes! Newspapers! Yes!
That's a much nicer voice.
Mr. Sowich, you may proceed with your
Trying to
testimony.
make it sound as much like a dog as possible. Like a yapper.
Yapper.
Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony.
Okay.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door halfway open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. The voice capture looks very funny.
Yeah.
I wailed, "Ah!" and frightened, found myself unable to go inside.
I'm a good boy and I don't go inside
Ooh,
until
my
I'm
diaphragm's
told.
getting a workout. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawd used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record. So it was out
Oh, yeah.
from noon
I know
to
how
6
it
p.m. Okay.
Now,
Do you
Mr.
know how
Wright,
this goes?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's just get to it.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, right, this is it. You know, the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Bitch. When you expose the lines of testimony the witness just gave, which I already know what it is.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Do you at home know what it is? Your client is innocent, right? Then that's what's lying in his testimony.
Are you drunk, Mia?
Or is your client really guilty? I'm not consistent with her voice at all. I'm just like, let's get this over with.
That's not a good attitude to have. You gotta
We're
be in it.
21 minutes in.
So what? Do you want to split this up after all?
No, because it's about to be over, which is why I'm just trying to get it over.
Well, it's not exactly gonna take, like, that long. Like, we might as well just split it up then, right? Here. How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key to the evidence.
And compare the witness's testimony to all the evidence at hand.
What voice is that?
It's like the creepy old guy from Family Guy.
What just came out of my body? I was like, it just came out of my body like a ghost.
Wow. Can that be Mia's voice from now on? I hope not.
There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere.
I love it.
Here, you read it then. Will you be able to?
I think I will. Today.
Okay.
Okay,
Goodness. We might just have to do a normal voice if we're not gonna get anywhere. It's okay. Maybe this is a good place to stop.
Next time on Melee Voices.
Next time on Melee Voices, we'll regain our composure and we will continue this trial to the best of our ability. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also leave a comment on what other voice adventures you'd like us to do next. Until next time, bye everybody.